Hey everybody, it's Belinda. How do you request telework if you're sure you could perform your duties from home? So, right now we're all telehealth working or teleworking from home, a lot of them, and a lot of employers are, okay with that. Prior to the pandemic, a lot of employers would have frowned upon working from home, would have thought you can't be successful working from home, that you have to come into the office. But this past year has proven that a lot of jobs can be done at home, even ones that we thought couldn't. What you can do is you can show your employer that the benefits of you continue to work from home, to show how productive you are from working from home. That doesn't mean that they're going to go with it, but you can show those statistics for yourself, not for other people, but for yourself. On, you have an office set up, you want to tell all these things, because if you want to continue work from home, you have to show that you're productive. A lot of times, on TikTok, and I see that all the time, and I laugh too, but on TikTok, there's this one trend that goes, okay, thanks. We're ending the Zoom meeting, and somebody slams their computer down and goes to sleep. That's hilarious. I always laugh when I see that. But in real life, some employers do think that. Some employers think that after the Zoom meeting, employees are done working, pretending to work, or they roll out of bed 2 minutes before time to log onto the computer. And that's not what you want to give off if you're trying to actually work from home. You want to show that you're productive. You want to show that you're getting things done. You want to show that you're still professional. Because again, I've seen it too. We've all seen those Zoom meetings where there's one where the lady thinks the camera's off and she's like, hurry up. There's one and she's drinking, a whole lot of things. And it's all funny. Again, I laugh too. But employers are going to think, is that what they're really doing when they're working from home? So if you want to telework, and especially if you're teleworking now from home, you want to continue to show that you're professional, that you are still getting things done. Hopefully you're even being more productive, because that will be in your favor. If you can show that you're more productive at home than you are in the office, then of course they will be all for people working from home. The other trend that's happening now is what we call a hybrid. So a lot of people want to continue working from home. And there's a lot of people who are ready to come back to the office. And there's nothing wrong with either one of those sides. A lot of people comfortable work from home, and a lot of people tired of being at home and want to come to the office. And what a lot of employers are doing now is called hybrid work, where even when there's a staff meeting, the employers are in the office, and you got employees are in the office, and employees are working from home. Everybody has their computer up. So they're still like they're doing a Zoom meeting, so that the employees at home will still feel connected, and yet we're all still around the conference table. So a lot of people are doing that now. A lot of employers are doing that. It's called hybrid, because you still have half of your people at home and half of them at the office. Now, there's some good and bad to that, because for some it's still kind of awkward when you're in the same room trying to do a Zoom. You have that static noise that comes on. So there's still a lot of workarounds for that. And, people are doing the best they can to make that work. But that is the new trend now, called hybrid employment. If I am working remote, how can I request this option permanently? So yes, again, what you want to do is, if you're working remote from home right now, then hopefully you're being successful. Hopefully you're being productive. Not the last 2 weeks and we're supposed to go back into the office and now let me show that I'm productive. Hopefully you've been productive the entire time. The entire time you've been working from home, hopefully you've been productive, because then your actions, your work speak for itself. You can say, when I was working in the office, I was producing 60%. When I'm working from home, I'm at 75, 80%. I feel more comfortable working from home. As you see, I'm still producing my numbers. I'm still hitting my numbers, etc. It's all going to go on data. It's all going to go on data. If you can show that you're more productive, that you and the company, your employer is benefiting from you working from home, they're going to be all for it. But if it doesn't show that you are being more productive than you were in the office, and they're not benefiting you, they're going to ask you to come to the office. I anticipate that by the end of May, a lot of employers are going to want people back into the office, unless, again, you can show that you're more productive at home. And in doing that, a lot of people will, adapt this hybrid program of half of your people work from home, half of them working in the office. How do I share my ideas for change with my supervisor? So I hope that you have a good relationship with your supervisor. I have videos on YouTube channel about how to have a good relationship with your supervisor, because that's important. You don't always have to like who your supervisor is. You may not always agree with your supervisor, but you want to try to have a good working relationship, because that is how you'll be able to work together, come together, and get a lot of your ideas across. So if you have a good relationship with your supervisor, then it's just a conversation. Hey, I was thinking about, instead of doing it this way, what if we tried it this way? I predict that we can get this much done faster, etc. That's because you have a good relationship with your supervisor. Now, your supervisor could say no, but they may say, you know what, try it. But if you don't have a good relationship with your supervisor, it's harder to suggest changes or anything like that, because there's no trust. You don't have trust in them, and they don't have trust in you. So to share your ideas with your supervisor, the first role is to hopefully you have a good relationship. And in that, because a lot of people may say, well, my supervisor's this, my supervisor's that. What is your role in the relationship with your supervisor? What have you done? A lot of times people will say, I haven't heard from you. I have friends who can say, I haven't heard from you since, 3 months ago. Okay, well, my phone rings out just like yours. So you can call me, you can text me. It's not a one-way communication. It's not a one-way relationship. So if you want to hear from me, then you can call me or you can text me. Same thing with a relationship with your supervisor. If you want a good relationship with your supervisor, you need to make sure that you are doing your part. Are you open and honest? And I don't want to use the word open. Are you honest? Because when you hear open, you think I got to share everything with them, all my personal life, and you don't. Because it's a professional relationship. But are you honest? Are you being upfront? What's your role? Always look at what your role is in making a relationship happen. Are you respectful to your supervisor? Because a lot of times, you can have supervisors that you're cool with. A lot of people, I'm cool with my supervisor. I hear it all the time. I'm cool with my supervisor. That's my homie. That's my blah, blah, blah. That's not a professional relationship. So you want to make sure that you have a professional relationship. You can be cool with them. They can be nice, but you want to make sure you have a professional relationship, because when you want to make those permanent changes, then it's easy to come to your supervisor to talk about that. I'll see y'all at the next video.